Hi there again. It is Rosa. I hope y'all having a good day. It's early morning. It's a nice day. Pretty good. I have good news. This guy already made the ads for him, and he'll be launching on Facebook cold ads tomorrow. Today, I need to make a motion design featuring him and seeing how I can make it look really pretty, almost like a commercial on the Facebook page, and then I have the ads coming out and stuff like that. I have the ads going to 3 numbers within the 8 piece collection. I don't want to just market the whole collection and do like a ton of pages. I want to keep it simplified, and so each ad goes to a set offer page. I think that's super, super important because a lot of people don't want to hunt. They want to click the button, check out, and move on, right? And Clyde did a really good job because it didn't make me have to go into the file and edit everything and take out all the things. So I was really relieved with that. Now, I want to do weekly drops of art, right? And I think I want to target the same audience. Like the numbered figures is going to target numerology and astrology, right? That's the plan, right? And so I need to create another collection if I want to do weekly drops. This is a challenge. Oh my gosh. I have so many ideas, right? And so many reference images. But it's about finding the right reference image for the buyer I'm looking for. And I almost made the mistake of doing a reference image that was like what I like, which is like more like him, you know. But the idea of the numbered figures is that it's more like that. It's more emotional, more abstract because it has numbers within it, right? And for a moment there, I was going to do a very similar piece of art to this guy, like very similar, but like blue and stuff like that, and still with the numbers and everything like that. But then I'm like, that's not gonna reach my buyer. So then I was like, okay, Clyde, like if this is my buyer, if my buyer is aimed at this person, how do I reach that buyer? And it gave me a couple ideas. And so did ChatGPT also. Clyde is more creative on this part. But Clyde is sucking right now at giving me good prompts. I mean, the prompts are just so ugly. And then the prompts that I made up on my own are also, I wouldn't say too serious. I think they lack the seriousness that I feel like is required. Like, I don't know how deep into neural expressionism I want to go, because you can tell that this guy has realistic eyes but a different kind of face. This guy has realistic eyes and a different kind of face, and that's how I usually work, you know what I mean? But then my other ones have a teeth as the focus, you know what I mean? So it's about, okay, which set is going to qualify enough for the target I'm reaching for, which are people who like numerology, because it's all about numbers and figures and stuff like that. And I want to make sure that I'm like aging my Facebook pixel around that audience so that I'm not just working in the dark. I'm really tired of having to switch audiences. I'm really tired. So I'm going to like ride this audience out and see how I can do it. Like, I don't know. It's like, do I go? Do I keep with the seriousness? Do I go relaxed? And this is the problem. It's so scary because I have an idea on the subject, on the topic, you know, but I don't know. I think I might need to change the idea because I feel like while both Clyde and ChatGPT say this should be the next collection, right? It's a 9 piece collection that they're telling me to do, right? And my first intent yesterday was to do a 4 piece collection, right? That was big, like these ones, like 18 by 20, 18 by 20, 18 by 24, right? That was the idea. But to do 9 pieces, I have to do the same launch structure as I'm doing for him, which is one by one by one. Or I have to change the whole function and do like a more so product page kind of structure, which is fine. I mean, that's okay. I think I could still do it. Where it's a selection kind of, you select it and stuff like that. That's fine. I'm sure that I can get the code to do that correctly. But is that what I desire? Do I want that? And I don't know. I don't know how I would want it to look and how I would, like, would that feel professional or would that be like sloppy? You know? So it really is about that. Like, defining the structure of this weekly kind of drop structure. It's difficult for me, but I want to do it because I do miss making art and I want to make art and I want to make it weekly. But I might go slower in the beginning and not try to do weekly drops and just go a little bit slower. I don't know, excuse me. I don't know. But I do know right now is that the prompts that I made today are not as good as the ones I made yesterday. But the prompts I made yesterday aren't cohesive enough for me to be proud to launch the collection as a collection. They're kaboobled and they don't feel like, oh, like this is one set. It feels more so like okay. We don't want that. We want someone to look at it and know, just like with this site. I mean, like when you look at the collection on the main page, thenumberedfigures.com, and you see the whole collection, you understand this is a whole collection. This is not like, it's not like this. It literally is just a straight line, and you know that it's all cohesive, and that's the intent, and that's the aim, you know? But darn it, I can't seem to figure it out for the next set. I think what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to take a break for a second, let my mind relax a little bit, maybe drink some like hot drink or something like that, hot cocoa or something like that, just to relax my mind. And then set a timer for a few minutes and see what happens, and then see how my mind relaxes and stuff like that. Because I woke up with a color palette idea, which was either gray or green, right? Which is like really funny, right? But then like the colors I have right now are, I have a brand new set of what is it called? That, rainbows, right? And then I also have blacks and grays. So I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe, oh, I don't know. We're going to figure this out, though, because that is the fun of creating a collection, is figuring it out, right? And I think the fun of creating this collection is that because I want to do this weekly drop structure for the numbered figures in this business, I have to work as quickly as I did for eBay. And that's the best part, because I love doing that. To be able just to sit down, make a bunch of art, chillax while I'm making art, music on, movies on, my pets all around me, give me their good energy, and just in the zone of creating and not feeling like perfection is required. That's the problem right now, because I feel like every prompt that I'm doing that I've been recommended from a source is giving me perfectness. And I think my biggest problem is that you can see that my noses, they come out okay, but they take forever to polish, and I get so annoyed. My lips and my eyes, just like with him, my lips and my eyes, I love them. I can do eyes really well on most things, right? Not on the dog. But I like doing eyes and stuff like that. Same with mouths, I will figure this out. I think maybe I'm going too big. I think I'm going too precise. And it might be that while these software said you should do this next, I think I'm not going to do that next because I'm not feeling it. And it's me who's doing the art. And if I ain't feeling it, why am I going to do it, right? And I'm thinking I want to do a small 4-piece collection, not what it recommends, a 9-piece collection. And I think that makes more sense for me personally. And obviously, that means starting from 1 again, But it's not like all of those prompts that I did or all those designs are going to disappear and they can't be used later on. But I think that that might be what's going to happen, because I don't think I want another big collection. I think I want a 4-piece collection that I can go a little bit bigger on and still give you the detail and stuff. I don't know. We're going to see. I'll keep you updated, obviously. Hopefully, that'd be nice if, like, I can do another video and show you what I made. Ha ha ha. But who knows? It's still early. I gotta do my girl's hair today. And that's super important. And that's like a long task of doing hair. Ha ha. So, but we'll see. I'm excited. I think that the collection I was gonna do is gonna have to wait because I think it's driving me cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And I don't like being cuckoo. I want to make something beautiful for my audience, which are people who like numerology and astrology. And I want them to feel that goodness, that lovingness, that energy, and stuff like that. And that takes a little bit of effort to find. And I'm going to find it for them. You know, I think that this guy gives you that energy in the very beginning. He has the voice of it all. And then it's just like, you can hear it. And when you see it online, you can hear it even better. You know what I mean? Like, it's really good. I love it. I love my collection for that one. So yeah, please check out the Numbered Figures. It launches on Facebook tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. I'll give I'll give data on how it went, probably on like Thursday. I need to let it mellow for a second. I think I have the ad running until, I think I have it scheduled for Wednesday to Saturday, and then we'll see what happens. Oh, I don't know. This is hard, but it's also fun and exciting. And it's also uplifting because of the possibilities and the unlimited possibilities. And this is why I love AI resource images, because I'm able to do what I'm doing, which is like test and flip and flop and just explore and not be restricted, and take whatever I'm thinking and put it on there and see, does it come out how I want it to think, or what do I need to change to make it look like how I want it to think? And I'm not restricted. So people who say, don't use AI tools, reference images, and blah, 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 good for you. That's your problem. I don't want to have to sit with a sketchbook and a pencil all day long hoping to get what I'm thinking out on paper. Or even by just eating a Apple pen and blah, blah, blah. I don't want to do that. I want to get what I'm thinking out with words, because I can describe really, really well. I'm really good at Scrabble. Okay, I have a really good vocabulary. So why am I going to put myself through that of trying to draw it when I can have something else who knows how to draw better than me help me come out with my idea and get it out? You know, that's what the tools are for. Why not use them? Use the tools. I'm not saying to create my whole collection with just AI art and just putting out like that. No, I'm taking my reference images and I'm turning them into something amazing with my own hand. But I'm using a reference image. And I think it's like, I don't know why people are so disappointed and mad at it. I don't get it. But y'all got problems. That's not my problem. I love what I do and I'm loving this. And I'll come up with a really good collection that's targeted to people who love numerology and astrology. And I'm gonna have fun with it because that's me. Okay, this guy, he's still on eBay. This guy, the numberedfigures.com. I'm so proud of him. And the other ones are really pretty too. I love them. And it's just, And the other ones are obviously on eBay too. Oh, soon my wall's gonna change. I'm gonna have another collection. I have no idea. This is fun though, right? Oh, so much fun. It's just so much fun. And I feel like it's just gonna get better and better and better. And I really hope that's true, because there are so many moments where I really think it's gonna go well and then it ends up flopping. But I have faith. I really do. I really do. And I think we have to as artists, especially when people put down how other people do art, and how it's like, oh, that's great, and then, oh, that's bad because you use this, and oh, you know, I mean, that's not my problem. My biggest problem right now is figuring out what collection I'm trying to make for my audience, and making sure that I'm really putting my audience first. And I want to make sure that they're happy. And feeling that way, I think is so good to feel, because I want my buyer. I don't I want to make my buyer happy, not eBay happy, not an algorithm happy. I want to make my buyer happy. And changing my focus to that, oh, it feels so good, because now I'm not thinking about me, I'm thinking about them. Like, what does that kind of person want on their wall? Him? Yeah, most likely. But let me go deeper into what they want versus what I want. It's gonna be fun, right? See y'all later. Bye.